Hi, we're in Snowshoe Mountain, West Virginia, a ski resort, and I'm talking with old friend Mike Bernos, who we've come here to meet and have some fun with. And Mike has been excuse me. Mike has been a fast fiver for many years, since about 2012, and has enjoyed some of the benefits, like what?
Oh my God! Well, first, Bert, good to see you again.
Good to see you
Indeed.
too. Cheers.
I'm drinking some of the local beer.
Almost heaven.
Yeah, almost heaven.
Wonder where that's from. Denver, maybe?
By the way, I'm drinking this beer within my Fast Five window. The benefits of Fast Five for me have been incredible. I've been on it since 2012, after I met Bert and Judy at a party, and it has just changed my life, because I had a number of just little annoying things like inflammation, arthritis, headaches. And since I've been fasting for 16, 17, 18 hours a day, they've all disappeared.
Was blood pressure one of the things that you were
Blood pressure was a little high too, yeah, and that's come down as well. So I am a firm believer in it. So Bert, I know that when I spread the word about Fast Five, and I've got a number of my friends that are doing it now, and one of the things you're talking about now is appetite correction. Now, I sense, without really even knowing, and I must have a disclaimer here, I've read your book, Appetite Correction, and so I knew what it was. But even before I read the book, I had a sense of what was going on, because eating for me after I'd been on the Fast Five, during hours that were not my fast, had become rather almost uncomfortable for me. It became the exception rather than the norm. Mm-hmm. And so I suspected that my body had acclimated itself to where my appetite just wasn't dictating my behavior, my wanting to eat all the time. Mm-hmm. I was perfectly comfortable with my 5-hour window. Mm-hmm. So tell me more about how the appetite, what is it and how it works?
Well, when people take on intermittent fasting, they sometimes use lots of different goals. Like some people look for ketones, some people look for weight loss. But before weight loss happens, there's another goal that people can look at, and that's appetite correction. And when appetite correction happens, then you know that your appestat has been reset by the fasting period, and you have an adequate fasting interval. And so what I recommend to people is that they don't go with a fixed amount of time. Let me back up a second. The fasting window or the eating window, whichever way you want to look at it, isn't the same for everybody. Everybody has different chemistry in their body. And so the way to find out if you're fasting long enough is to see whether or not you get appetite correction. If you see appetite correction with an 8-hour eating window, that's great. But if you don't see appetite correction with that 8-hour window, it's not time to give up on intermittent fasting. It's time to shorten your window. And some people have had to go to as short as 1 or 2 hours of an eating window before they saw appetite correction. Now, that's pretty short, but that's also the minority of people. Most people who take on the Fast Five schedule, which is a 5-hour eating window, see appetite correction. So it's pretty reliable for getting there. And I think young people who tend to be very active often are successful with an 8-hour window. But I just don't want to see people give up on it. A wonderful tool like intermittent fasting. Your snowmobile's coming, so it's going to get a little noisy here. I don't want to see people giving up on intermittent fasting before they've given it a proper chance. And so what they want to look at is not whether it's a 6-hour window or 8-hour window to tell whether they're doing it right. The best guide to knowing that you're doing it right is to get to appetite correction. And if you're not seeing it, if you're not feeling like you're getting a strong signal of satiety when you eat, then it's time to shorten your window. And if you've seen a calorie cut, if you're eating less than you used to, then you're seeing appetite correction, and you can let your body take care of the rest.
So you may not have to take drugs for that.
You don't have to pay anything for that, which is wonderful.
And so your body is basically returning to its normal thermostat. So
working like it should.
Yeah,
yes.
working like it should.
Right.
Well, that's really amazing. And it's amazing the discoveries that myself and other people that I talk with are achieving through fasting, intermittent fasting. And, I'll drink to that again. And thank you once again for introducing me to this wonderful lifestyle and healthy lifestyle.
Well, thanks for taking time to talk with us. It's been fun seeing you here.